Here is the functionality test of dither 2.0. It seems to work mostly, other than a couple pots being backwards and a couple of the input CVs being backwards as well. Right now I've got there's threshold and the VCA controls. I've got this hooked into a little oscilloscope over here so I can play with it. If I adjust the threshold, we can adjust the gate time here. So if I'm turning this to have a longer gate time, we can see that start to apply in the scope until it becomes a solid high state all the time. So here we're dropping it back a hair. There we go. We can get a longer delay time. If I crank it all the way down to nothing, we just get a little bit of a spike there. The VCA I can use to adjust the height of the peak. So if I actually make this a little longer, and I will speed up the frequency of this LFO that is controlling the gates, and we can adjust this up and down so it's easy to see that the voltage is increasing and decreasing as the gates go high and low. And then also all of this is CVable. So right now I've got a CV going into the threshold input, which is actually the VCA input. If I adjust this up, we can then see that the VCA level is modulated by the LFO that I'm feeding it as that LFO is going up and down. And then if I disconnect this from the CV or VCA input that's labeled as the threshold and put it in the other one, which is the threshold input, we can then observe that the threshold time gets modulated instead of the voltage. So all of it works. Amazing. Yay.